Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Truth or Darren, where you spill the tea or you donate to a charity of Darren's choice with your host, reality star model and entrepreneur, Darren Page.
Hello. Welcome back. Episode number 3.
Wow, wait.
And you haven't ran away yet.
Neither of you.
And I found this guy on the street.
And we got this guy.
No, we're calling everybody a reality star these days, I guess, huh?
Yeah. You're Mr. Washed Up has-been over here.
That's true.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway.
Hey, Darren, how's it going?
He's taking my job. I'm supposed to ask you that first. Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Your hat. You want to,
I was just in Jersey Shore. We
Yeah.
just had a birthday weekend. Thank you for coming, by the way.
his birthday is next week. He's a Gemini. So if you want to turn off the podcast now, you can.
Yes. I'm not as, what is it called? They think you're manipulative or, what is it? Two-faced?
Two-faced.
No, social chameleon. How I act in different social groups is different. I adapt. People are just jealous.
So you're not two-faced. You're like 10-faced.
Yeah, I can be whatever face you want.
I guess it depends on how much work you get done.
Oh God.
Anyway.
No, but it's true. But no, we had a great time. I went down there. I had to grab a new hat because I'm currently bald.
You just forgot
So.
the U in the FCK, I guess.
Oh yeah, Darren, that's the pun.
It's
It's gotta be like a license plate. But I loved it. It was like I'm fitting. Fitting for like a Jersey Shore weekend. But we had a great time. What did we do?
Well, I was only there for 16 hours.
But
you
you were
guys
there
were
for the
whole
main
time.
day.
Yeah, I guess
Well, that
so.
main night, what did we do?
I will tell you what you did.
Okay.
I got there at 9 p.m. and you're like, I'm 12 shots deep.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, well, 1, I'm not going to catch up with you. And 2, I was like, we still need to leave the house, Mike. So I don't know what else you drank before we left.
But you don't take shots.
No, I'm not a shots. I
You-
used to be back when I
used
was
to be.
23.
And that's what I don't understand. Can we talk what happens to everybody once you get to like a certain age, your just ability to take a shot?
Yeah, our knees hurt and we want to go home.
So
What do you
suck
mean?
it up. Suck it up.
No.
Knees hurt. Like these girls, I knew girls that used to finish a bottle of Jose Cuervo shit tequila on the train to Hoboken. Now I'm buying
You're
you
looking
Casa
at her,
Azul
get
of
it.
1942.
Yeah.
You can't take a shot with me?
I
What do you mean? I think it's bullshit. I think it's so. You at least will be like, I just don't want to. But some of these girls will be like, I can't. I couldn't possibly. Bitch, I saw you shove that up
I
your.
know.
Like, what do
And
you mean?
commercial.
I was speaking because I was like, what can I say? What can I say? What can I say?
Whatever you want.
Okay. Because I was like speaking and then I'm like,
No, you're fine. Well, I mean, this is like a Bergen County moms like group that's watching, I guess.
it is.
I don't know. It's like
we
it's,
reach a lot of demographics.
yeah, I would say I'm probably the most wild
Shoving
woman.
things in orifices is probably where we draw the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I bet
You
you
just got to
there's,
come with an innuendo to
Yeah.
say it without
Well,
actually saying
yeah.
it.
there's a bunch of Bergen County moms. I probably just heard that and were offended, but also like
Their
good
husbands
old
are on
days.
Grinder.
Yeah. They.
Can
Can I do a public service announcement?
Yes, can we
God.
talk about this,
Oh,
please?
God.
This is
Is
one of the
real?
first.
This
Yes,
is real?
yes, this is
Real.
one of the first things that
Public
Mike told me. Okay, wait,
Yes.
go ahead. I'll let you do it.
No, ask it like it's a real question.
Well, at first I was going to mention how I met you, and then how this is the first thing you told me. How I met Mike.
Hmm.
Ironically, Mike and I grew up pretty much 2 miles from each other, and we didn't know this until we flew across the world to Canary Islands in Spain, and met on X on the Beach, and we realized we were both from literally the same area.
We had
Oh,
literally
that's
the same friends.
Yes, we grew up with all the same friends, the same elementary school, middle school. kind
Your
of, or-
middle school best friends were my high school best
yes,
friends.
and I ended up going to a different high school, but so we didn't realize this till we were both in our late 20s. So
And you didn't drink in high school.
no, I didn't drink till I was 21.
And neither did I.
Okay, I guess the lies are just
Statute of
before I-
limitations have passed.
Anyway, so
Um,
yeah, I met you on X on the Beach, and then one of the first stories Mike ever told me was that he goes, "Oh my God, do you know all the Bergen County moms have no idea that their husbands are all on Grinder?
They're all gay.
They're all gay." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
They're all gay because Jersey boys don't. There's no one like if you go on any of the dating apps out here,
Mhm.
is nothing. You have to go to New York. The closest people are on New York because the ones that are out are in New York. The ones that never came out, or like I think the fluid ones, the bi ones, because they're more likely not to come out because
Yeah.
you can have a normal,
Uh-huh.
quote unquote, life with a woman and kids and everything, which is what a lot of people want. But those people that still have a desire to hook up with guys end up being like shady and going on the dating apps to hook up with me.
Literally.
But I was like, I was a little young. Back then, it was
Yeah.
no problem.
Well, yesterday is that what it was?
Well, I don't do that anymore because now I don't have to.
Okay, so here's my question: how many times have you
I
come
can't.
home? You can't even mention.
Wait, come home?
Come home and gone on Grindr, and then been with a married man who has like a normal life and kids.
That should be
Oh.
a truth or Darren question. But...
October. In October. They weren't. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. You wait
But here's the thing,
October.
I didn't hook up with
I
them.
said how many times? I didn't say that month.
Oh, in October. But October, I was invited to
Around here?
the husband orgy.
Wait,
I
around
didn't go.
here?
Yeah, around here.
Husband orgy.
Hey, man, would you want to come to this orgy we're having? All the husbands on my block get together like once a month to
Did
get
the
away
wives
from our
know?
wives, and we just fuck each other.
What town?
Oakland.
Not
Yeah,
Oakland.
probably Wyckoff.
Not Oakland. Not for it's. I think it was like Primus.
Oh, okay. I kind of could see that.
Yeah, Primus. Because
Wow.
I tell you, the closer you get to New York, the closer you get to New York, the closer it gets a little gay. But also, you go to the straight bars right here. Like I went to the Headliner the other night.
We went. You guys went. I wanted to go.
They were so gay. They were all straight guys, but they were. It's like the Jersey Shore bars are where you go, where all the guys look gay and the girls like
Have no idea.
have the girls. It seems like
The
some of
guys take
girls
longer
don't
to get
care.
ready than the girls do.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I mean. It
what's-
seems like the girls don't care. Like the girls are chilling there in sweats, glasses.
No, the girls are oblivious. I was so naive
But
until
not
I was
even
like
oblivious,
25.
like they're not trying.
No, they
Like
don't.
they're comfy, and I love that.
They can't try because all the guys are gay, so they're not gonna go for them. What's the point of trying?
But I don't mean not trying in a bad way. I mean like, oh, like they're at the bar, comfy as hell. That's what I want to be. But then you look at the guys, and the guys have a spray tan with their hair done and the glitter, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
And Botox.
Hello. That's why I get out there. I'm like, I look straight
Yeah,
in Jersey. But no, it was weird. It's like growing up, like, that was a lot. I would hook. I would have. I remember there were times. I'm not gonna say how old I was, but there were times where I would be like stepping over their kids' toys,
No.
and I didn't know till I was there, and I was like impressionable, so I was already there, and I didn't know if they were like still married or maybe they were a single parent or whatever. But there have been times.
Yeah, Mike has really educated me on what goes on behind closed doors in these towns around here. I didn't know. When he told me, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, oh, I'm all
Darren.
for it. Whatever happens, happens. But-
Now, whenever Darren would go on a date, she'd send me a picture. She'd go, "Is he gay? Is he gay?"
every guy.
Like
was
I could tell. Like I don't know.
She's like, he's like,
man.
maybe. I guess I don't know.
But that would happen even in high school. Like in high school, I guess people would like. I had thoughts. Obviously, you hear my voice, you'd be like, "That kid's a little fruity."
No,
So
in high school, you told me that you talked like.
I was football captain,
We know. we should talk about that.
so I would be able to talk low. But like there would be times where I'd be like driving friends home that they had girlfriends, and they would just be like, "We could go have fun somewhere if like you want," and I would be like,
Mm.
like I can't shit where I eat. You know what I mean? I never mixed my lives together.
Is that true?
Yes, so I didn't hook up with my friends. I never hooked up with my friends at that time in my life.
I was gonna say there's definitely a different time.
Now in West Hollywood, where everybody's gay, it's like it's gay high school.
It's gay high school.
Yeah, there's a friend meter that talks about like a closeness comparative to like would you fuck them.
Okay. Huh. Wow, my truth or dare segment is gonna be completely butchered now. As you were just
No one's getting money today.
everyone's gonna go broke. It's okay.
See, that's what. No, but it's true. It's going. There's the people that are so close that you could never like. There's your brother. Then there's the people that you don't care
I
about.
hope you're
Like,
not
they're
having
just
sex with
hooking
your
up.
brother. Not that you have a brother, thank God.
I almost had
Thank
sex
God.
with my cousin. You
Well,
wanna
I
hear that
guess
story?
we're gonna have to talk about this. You almost had sex with your cousin. Oh my God, it's not even 11 o'clock.
I know. I haven't even finished my matcha tea latte with soy milk.
Well, I'm nervous if you do finish it. What's gonna happen?
Okay, so
Here we go. How did you almost have sex with your cousin?
and because we live, there's a bunch of Italians here. So Italian women,
Mhm.
listen up. Aris, who was on X on the Beach with me,
Mhm.
introduced me to somebody at like an event out in Los Angeles, and they were like, he's also from Sicily, where my family's from.
Mhm.
So we were talking. He was cute. So we were talking. He was buying me drinks, blah blah blah. He was like, "You should come back to my place." I was like, "Okay." So we go back to his place. We're talking more, and I was like, "So where in Sicily are you from?" He's like, "Gela." I'm like, "My family's from. My mom was born in Gela."
That's very
And that's-
small, really small place,
It's
right?
known like, and there's a lot of inbreeding that goes on in Gela. Like I have family that are like just straight up cousins.
So
You know what I mean? But like in that area, if you grow up there, it's so small that it's always just assumed that if you're from that area, you're somehow related
Mhm.
at some point. It's just like a running joke. So when he said that, I was like, whoa, hold on. Who's your? We started going down the family tree, and he was my third cousin.
No.
Yes, it was insane. I was 2 seconds away from having sex with you. And I guess technically,
what about the 23andMe? Let's compare.
Technically, here's the thing: would you have sex with your third cousin? It's a third cousin. Opening it up to the audience.
If the word cousin is in the statement, I'm gonna have to go with no.
Third cousin, no chance of reproduction.
Yes, there is. Absolutely not.
Not for you, but for you, but not for me.
For sure. No, third cousin. All of my third cousins to me are like my first cousin. So
Really?
yeah.
Well, that's Italians.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Apparently, Italians go way more than just third cousin over here with you.
Well, I did. I mean, obviously, I said no, but there was a second where I was like, "Mom."
Did you kiss this man?
Yes.
So you.
I made out with my third cousin. But I didn't know he was my cousin at the time. Like, how does that happen?
What else did you do?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I did. But no, what is the chances of that happening?
It's
That
pretty
you
slim.
run into somebody that is like you're related to like that. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I think you should just walk around with your entire DNA on your sleeve. You should get it tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Just in case. Like here.
What would you do? How would you have handled that situation?
With my third cousin.
Like if you didn't know, like you've already made out with them.
Probably go right to church.
Wait, time out. How did you go from making out about to get it on to having the conversation? Like, why did you guys say, hold up,
Yeah.
let's pull out our 23andMe's?
Well, there's a lot of stops in between. Like you make out and you stop and you make out and you stop and they go back and forth. You don't just progressively go into it because at some point someone's got to go to the bathroom and take care of themselves. That's how it's gay, Darren. It's gay.
I know. I'm like,
I think there's less dance moves on when I got like once the makeout starts, I'm ready to rock. It's like.
Well, that's very amazing. I wish I could have passionate moments. Some people,
really?
we got to worry about certain things if you didn't prepare ahead of time.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Remember, I taught you how to douche.
Thank you. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
It's another girl, I guess.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, wait. Yes, you did.
You, me, and another person had a conversation about this on the show.
And then, look, it didn't air. See?
You know, on my first show, I've always tried to get this to air on the shows, and they never do. I literally had a class. I taught the whole house on Long Hill Beach Club about eating ass. Oh. How to make it clean, scented, flavored. There's products for that. Make sure it's empty to do whatever you want to do it. And I called it Butthole 101. Didn't air. I had a whole class. I had notes.
This also will not air.
Now it's going to air on Truth or Darren for the first time ever. 10th time's a charm.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
He's literally like, Darren, I'm going to start screening your guy.
I'd be like, I need to background check.
We're going to have a good solid 5 minutes from this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'll pivot. Next question.
I got a question. I got a question.
Okay.
So, because it's going based on everything we're talking, and it kind of goes based on what we talked about last episode, how like I can look at a guy and know what his intentions are for girls, and girls can't see that. But girls could also see girls like, oh, that girl's trashy or that girl's good for you, but the guy can't see it. So, like, what's it in your case? Can you look at guys and be like, I know he's sleazy, I know he's not right for me, because the opposite sex can't see that.
You're asking the worst person.
Not sleazy. I could tell if they're. I have like a gaydar.
Okay, but I'm saying more like
sleazy,
if she pointed to a guy at the bar and says, I like him and we're going out next week, what do you think? I could be like, I could look at him and instantly have like a rundown and be like, oh yeah, he looks like a genuine nice dude, or no, dude, that dude's a player, he's gonna be wrong for you.
Yeah, but you have that for guys and girls.
But I'm saying the opposite sex can't see that. They just see, oh, I want this guy, or I want this guy.
We kind of know a little bit sometimes.
But you just don't want to accept the truth.
Yeah. I mean, from Jared, track record. Not really.
My track record is horrible. Oh my God.
But no, I mean, I have liked a lot of the people that you've dated in the past.
A lot. Great. Yeah, unfortunately.
And then your opinion of it not being good in your opinion. So maybe it depends. I feel like you can tell if somebody's a D-bag, but you can't tell if somebody's a match for that person.
I agree with that one.
I don't think the problem with you in the past have ever been because if they were a D-bag. I think they weren't a match for you.
Yeah, Mr. Tough Bitch.
At the time. Well, you know, but listen, you are a woman who knows what you want.
Yeah.
And you like literally make no excuses about it, and you don't take any other substitutions. This is what it's gonna be. And I'm not apologizing for it.
No.
And that's when guys will be like insecure, whatever, be like, "You crazy? What do you mean?" And Darren's like, "I told you."
From the start, I was like, "This is what I want. This is what I need. And if you can't keep up, then get out."
Yeah. When I met Darren was like, "I'm a bitch. Everybody hates me." That's literally how she introduced it. She goes, "I'm a bitch. Everybody hates me." And I was like, "Okay." And then like a few weeks in, we were like, "Why does she think she's such a bitch?" She's great. And then after 4 weeks, I was like, "Oh yeah, I get it." But she told me.
I gave you the warning.
I was prepared.
I'm not a bitch all the time.
But another thing is, you're
I'm
very
nice-
straight
I'm a
up
nice
about
bitch.
like, you're like, "This is what I want," and then when I act a certain way, when you don't do this, you can't be surprised.
Yeah.
So you spell it out.
Yeah, I don't think I think I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm pretty honest. I don't really have any like massive surprises.
No.
It's kind of like how it is.
You're also a crazy detective. Like Darren's that friend. Like if you need to find something out about somebody,
Yeah, it's really bad.
if you need to find something out about somebody, you go to Darren. It's wild. Wild.
I think we talked about that.
We did.
I have like
You're the detective
I have like
of the
friends of friends who are like, "Hey, I heard you're really good at figuring out. Can you?" I'm like, "Sure, just give me the first name. Don't even give me the last name.
First name, address,
Got
phone
it.
number.
I'll find out anyway."
No, you are. It's crazy. It's like a skill. It is a absolute skill.
And it's funny too, because when I went to college, I took criminal justice, and I was like, "This is really fun."
You did?
No, I took a class. I didn't do my major.
Oh, I thought you were like, that was your major.
Oh, no.
That's all
but
she needed.
I did one class.
If you would be like a detective,
I'd be the hottest.
that'd be
detective.
so hot.
I know. I
that
want.
would be
Oh,
like, that's a porn.
thank you. Miss
It is.
Congeniality was always my favorite movie, and
See,
now I
that's
know
the
why.
podcast.
What?
Darren going over criminal cases.
There you go.
Watch you start
What
solving.
time was he there?
Start solving them.
Solving everyone's problems.
Darren's like, "They didn't put this together." She's got like a red string wall in the background.
You're not wrong. I wish I wasn't like that. I just like am able to. My intuition's really good. And then-
It is very good. Sometimes I try to talk you down the ledge, but I've stopped doing that because every time I talk her down the ledge, her intuition ends up being right, and I'm like, "Well, shit."
Do you think that has anything to do with when you're born? Because I feel the same way. We have the same birthday.
When you're born, yeah, we have the same birthday, which is interesting.
So what's your sign again?
Virgo.
Leo, Virgo. We're a Leo, Virgo cuss sign.
Leo
Oh,
st-
God.
We have
Virgo,
multiple
yeah.
powers.
That's
Yeah.
very.
Do you know what time you were born? Did I ask you this? I think I did.
I think in the like nighttime, like
Me too.
7,
Okay.
8, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Nighttime.
We're so opposite. It's amazing.
You and I?
Yeah.
Why?
You have no intuition?
No.
Yeah, look at him. He's there having sex with people's husbands, and he doesn't know, and his cousin. He's like, "Yeah, look at his intuition. It's great."
Is Leo? What is Leo a fire?
It's the lion.
I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, but is Leo a fire sign?
You're claiming Virgo
Okay.
Virgality?
Yeah, but I'm definitely half
I'm a
and half.
Leo Virgo cuss sign. We're
Okay.
strong lion like Leos,
Yes.
but we're also compassionate, have empathy, and take care of like family and
Perfectionism. I'm like
perfectionism
perfectionism,
of a Virgo.
The perfection is
So like I get
Yeah.
obsessively crazy about being perfect. Like I want
Yes,
my
yeah.
business in the studio to thrive, and like I'm like a lion, but I'm also like
And
compassionate.
most billionaires are Virgos. That's why.
That's very true.
Air pounds.
I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini, Aries. That's my
Where the fuck is Aries coming in?
Aries. I'm
And
my
why
top
3
five-
times?
My top 5
Oh,
is
oh,
3
oh, gotcha.
Geminis, 2 Aries, but apparently I present like a Leo. That's my ascending. So that just means I'm how you just described everything. I don't care. I'm an air sign. Let's go on that show. What's gonna happen? Like I'm that person. Like I have a show. It's literally my podcast is called Messy because I'm just like I didn't plan. I wasn't gonna tell you I was gonna.
Who do you do that with?
My friend Mac.
You
He's
still
a,
do
he's
that,
a
right?
YouTuber. We're on pause. We're on pause.
Just like your tattoo.
Yeah, we are. We are on pause. We had season 4 come. It's different there. It's fucking he had a death in the family.
Oh,
And I started traveling a lot, and then we were just like, we got to get this stuff
it
figured
got
out.
messy.
Messy got messy.
Yeah, messy. I'm sorry.
But like I want to, when when if your podcast host is going through something, I'm like, take a break. We can take a break. We'll come
Breaks
back.
are good for people.
We'll come back, baby. We always know we go on break on shows all the time, and then 3 years later they'll call us and we're like,
They're
why?
like, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Good, you're leaving for Spain. Come here."
Could we talk about like how long did you have to prepare?
For what show?
X on the Beach.
A decent amount of time. I like required that. I'm like, if you call me tomorrow, I'm not coming.
They changed the date like 3 times.
Well, yeah.
We were supposed to leave in April. We didn't
No.
leave till
We were supposed to leave a year prior.
yes.
What do you mean? We had like a year and a half to prepare, and then
Yeah,
we had all
that's
these
what I was
relationships. They're like, "Oh, you guys are not in the same position anymore." I said, "It's been 18 months."
That's
no.
the thing. That's
I
the
had a
thing.
baby and no one even knows. I'm kidding. I was like, what is going on, MTV?
Yeah, no, MTV
Yeah.
doesn't know how to schedule these things.
They don't know
at
how to
all.
do many things.
So if you don't mind me asking, what goes into the preparations? When you say prepare, what is happening?
That's a great question. So for actually, no one, does anyone know that
Are you allowed
Mike,
to say this? Is
Yeah, I don't
did
care.
you sign NDA that you can't tell us what?
No,
to
we
what are they
prepare?
going to do, come after us?
Because I just am interested to see how you're gonna answer that question first.
Well, I have two things to say.
Okay.
Mike started on Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club.
Yes.
That was his first show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was like your first everything.
Yep.
There was no clout, no nothing.
Nope.
My first show was Double Shot at Love.
Yeah.
So that was with Paulie and Vinny. So both of us did 2 shows with like big people, I guess.
And then our show got canceled because of Lindsay, and they took the formula for our show and gave it to their cast, and we fucking hated them for it. We were like, they're taking our show's theme.
Which show are you talking about?
Double Shot season 2, when they started working for them at their
Vegas.
club in Vegas.
Gotcha.
Oh, so you're not working for Lindsay Lohan at her club in Mykonos?
Yeah.
Because they took this a successful show that did well, because they had people that not only are Paulie and Vinny, but they work well in the network. They're not a person like Lindsay Lohan who would just sell the Beach Club and not tell MTV.
If only then you're like, they owe me too much to keep going.
Yeah.
But the question was what goes on before.
The preparations. When you guys said prepare. What does prepare mean?
We need the Virgo. We need him here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, for my first show, I only had 72 hours to quit my job and leave for 6 weeks.
Oh, so life preparations. I don't know if they were giving you like an outline of what
They-
you're going to be doing. Like,
No,
all right, on
no,
episode 3, you're
no.
throwing 7 bottles of wine at some lady's face.
People think it's so scripted.
It's okay. It's not scripted.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about how we prepare first. And
Yeah,
then
Okay.
yes. Order of
Sorry.
operations. Good job.
See?
Virgo, what are you, Gemini? He's going back and forth.
But I'm trying to impress.
He's a
Virgo.
chameleon. He's every sign,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a-
Come on.
Preparation. Go ahead. You go.
Basically, same thing on the first show. There was no preparation. I 72 hours, and I was on a plane to Mykonos. So for this one, the only preparation you have is like, can you get your body ready? Can you get your outfits ready? Because really, it's outfits, and in a show like X on the Beach,
You're in a bathing suit or naked every day.
yeah,
Like that's it.
on a show like X on the Beach, and this is not like you want to get your story right. I meet with, if I'm going on there, like this is, I'm not gonna go in blind. Everyone thinks I'm
we all had
not
plans.
so stupid. I'm not going in blind with an X on a show. We're gonna sit down. We're talking about what we can talk about, what we can't talk about.
Yeah. What
With
to
the
do.
X.
With the
Yes.
X.
So
We
you're
all
like,
had
yo,
dreams, yeah.
Because
I know you're going to be there.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
They
Yeah,
think we don't know who's
They're
going to be there. When they make you apply for X on the Beach, they say, submit a list of 10 X's.
Yeah, with their phone numbers, and then it gets close to the show. Then you get on the show, and like everything's kind of planned, and they go, we don't really appreciate that you guys are
You guys
planning.
planning.
I'm like, you asked who my ex was, his phone number, his social security number, and you want me not to like plan with him? Like,
Yes. And
Yeah.
I'm going to call them and let them know that, like, hey, a producer might reach out to you. Otherwise, they're going to be like, what is this scam?
Yeah, by the way, don't talk about that night when XYZ happened. All right, cool. Thanks. Bye.
Exactly. Because it's not only about like how real something is. There's certain things that you can't leave to the editing of MTV because they will do you dirty.
It's dangerous.
They will do you dirty, and they could literally make a small thing a huge
I
thing.
talked about that in the last episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. How like they can literally put any soundbite with any voice, any day, like if you're wearing this shirt today and something else tomorrow, they'll like move the things around.
And you're just in different outfits 3 times in one night.
You're like, oh yeah, we just happen to change. in 3
Oh, yeah.
seconds, yeah.
Or how about like when we got to the show X on the Beach, the story was that I didn't end up with this girl because she wanted to be open and I didn't. So when I got there the first night, I said, fine, you want open with me? I'm going to hook up with other people here in front of you. And then when you don't like it, that will prove my point that we should not be open because I wouldn't like it. And obviously you're not going to like it. So then that night I go and make out with a man. And all of a sudden Mike is a cheating monster who needs to be stopped. I'm like, I told her to her face exactly what was going to.
We made out with the same man.
Yes, we did. They're like, he's a gaslighter.
You guys are
Mike's
Eskimo brothers?
gaslighter.
I would know. It was okay. So
That's the term, right?
is that? I don't
Right.
know.
Okay.
The guy I made out with that night was another fluid individual
And-
who also made out with Deryn.
And I didn't really know, but that was also a truth or dare. It was it was
So you guys were spraying the bottle.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
and then
doesn't-
it was
that-
like a
that's
peck.
a little different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
I wasn't like, yeah, no.
It's not like you guys are just going
But
poaching
also-
each
God, no.
poaching each other's interests.
Absolutely not.
But we
We're
were-
cousins.
But technically, also, if you think about it, like my kiss with him was just a peck.
Was it?
Who got it first?
Yeah, secretly, no one knew. And then we had played spin the bottle, like David kissed Darren. I
Was this
like,
the same night?
No, it was the second night.
So you didn't taste.
I hope not.
No. But me and the girl that got mad at me for saying that I was cheating, and this guy had a 3-way kiss before she found out that I kissed him behind her back.
Oh,
We had a 3-way kiss during that same Truth or Dare.
Oh, that's right. Ugh.
Remember?
Oh my god.
It was terrible. It was the worst
It
thing I've ever. And they were like, "This
Sorry.
is hot." I'm like, "No, it was terrible. It was the worst kiss I've ever had in my life. It
So bad.
was terrible."
Truth or dare.
Truth or
Okay.
Dare. So wait, what were we going to talk about? We were going to go somewhere.
There's preparations and then the scripting of said shows.
How scripted are the shows?
Oh,
What were you going to say?
so I was gonna say the shows are not scripted. There's not like a
This
a
episode, you're
script.
throwing a bottle
and-
at someone's
yeah.
face.
Yeah.
What I will say though is that they as production, the fourth wall,
Uh-huh.
they will definitely put some information into cast heads and say like, oh, like it'd be really great if you went over there and talked to Mike about his porn addiction. And then meanwhile, and
Darren.
And that's like the one thing you said I don't want to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
about.
Yes. So, yeah, so, so then in his previous
That
interview,
happens.
so in his previous interview, they'll be like, what really like sets you off? And he'll be like, my porn addiction really sets me off. And they'll be like, Darren, he really wants you to ask him. And then it's like, and then you
Must
just
open
go
up
at it.
someone.
So that's the way it's scripted in that sense of like getting people to talk about things that they don't want to talk about.
It's everything you say and do. You
Yeah.
genuinely say and do. But the situation we're in is not reality because
No.
we're not controlling that.
So you're like in like a hamster cage.
Yes.
With like a hamster
Yes.
wheel and they're like
Yes.
poking you and telling you to
and
go
when
over
I'm there,
here.
I'm like a whole different. Like even all my friends are like, your voice is even different. Like you're a whole different human being. And I'm
Yeah.
like I'm a whole different person.
They
It's not-
wouldn't. They would like if me and Darren hated each other, we would never talk to each other.
Yeah.
In this situation, they're like, "You guys are gonna go to lunch."
Yeah. I don't want to.
Remember, like they're like, "Oh, these two hate each other today.
Mhm.
Let's send them on a date."
Yeah, it's like perfect. This
Yeah,
would be
they're like,
great. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Or they do little things to us, like it's the mind games where they take your phone. You can't leave the house. You can't listen to music.
No
You can only
TV.
talk about love for 5 weeks.
There's
They-
no clock. You don't know what time it is.
You know, no time it is.
Yeah.
They wouldn't feed us
Yeah.
appropriately.
Yes, if you didn't do something like they
Yeah.
reward you with food, and if not, they like withhold food. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really
They
bizarre.
wouldn't
It's
even
really
give us-
like a hamster cage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They and I knew it was bullshit, and I didn't know this till I went back for All Star Shore
Mm.
because they didn't feed us. Remember, we didn't even have coffee. We had like an instant ground bullshit.
It was gross.
So
yeah.
the person starting the most drama is in like a VIP suite with all the pancakes, and
No,
the
I
people who
wish.
don't do anything.
not on these shows, but I will
Not on
say
these
that they reward you a little bit more if you do.
Now is
more.
it? But is it individual rewards or is it as a group? Like you
Nah,
all did well.
honest-
Depends
You know what it is? You're rewarded
with
later.
alcohol.
No,
Yes.
not you're rewarded with alcohol, or you're
Later.
rewarded by being put on another show.
Don't you
Yeah.
want to be? Don't they want more alcohol there so you do crazier stuff?
You would think that.
You would think so.
You would
Not
think that,
anymore. Now
because
there's a
now
whole different regulation.
There's legalities and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That apparently, like I got in a huge fight on the show, and they took away all our alcohol, and I'm like, I got in a fight because I was too sober. If I was drunk, I would not have cared as much.
Yeah.
Like, give me a drink, and it was all watered down. They would give me like a watered down thing of tequila. I'm like, this is watered down. No, it's not. I'm like, I'm a bartender.
It's bad.
Yeah,
It's
don't
water.
do that
It's
to me.
water.
But no, they reward you by that's how you get recast on the show. So like he's a monster, he's a mess. Put him on another show.
Yeah.
But I didn't know because when I went back for All Star Shore, I was literally in the house next to the one we filmed X on the Beach.
Oh yes, you said that.
And there were chocolate fountains. We had catered, there was espresso machines.
I can't believe that.
Espresso machines.
Meanwhile, we had remember the sewage problem.
we were living in our own shit.
Yeah, it was just it was a big mess.
I was
Everyone
like-
thinks our lives are so glamorous when we're
No.
it's like it's literally jail. So it's not all glitz and glam.
Yeah, it's literally we're trying to look as pretty as possible in a place meant to
And
break
inside
us
we're
down.
dying. Inside we're mentally dying. It's
Yeah.
really bad.
There was a whole thing about we went to have a final dinner at a camel farm and there was flies all over the food There was just our food was covered in camel, and it was like the flies were just on camel shit, and now they're all over our food.
And they're like, you guys should eat.
And we were all throwing a fit. We're like, this is disgusting. They're like, this is supposed to be your big finale glamour dinner. And
it was
we're like,
110 degrees. By
110 degrees. I'm dripping sweat.
And we're eating cheese.
Camel shit flies on my cheese, and I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? Who?
Yeah.
Which one of you got this cleared?
They were like, oh, Mike's going to hate this.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, production makes the mistake of thinking, oh, we're going to make Mike mad. He's going to fight with everybody.
Yeah.
I fought with production more than anybody else on that show.
Oh, yeah. It's the worst. It's Mike, though.
Yeah. But that's the fun thing of it. It's like, there's that like way you're not supposed to act in real life. We're giving you a pass. Like, let it out for 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty much, it's a free pass. You're right.
Yeah.
It just gets aired to billions of people.
I know, and then they get to judge you. But the thing is, I don't really care what the audience says sometimes, because it's either you don't do enough and you're a flop.
Yes.
Or
you do too much.
You do too much and you're doing, he's doing the most. Mm-hmm. You're right, I'm doing the most. I was also the entire trailer. But...
Yes, he really was. Actually, if you want to hear something really funny, when our show came out, they had like little social trailers, like whatever, on Tinder.
Oh.
They used our show on Tinder to like advertise, I guess, and it was his face like yelling at. So I was like, "This is bizarre."
Me screaming at a trans woman on Tinder. I'm like, well, I'm never gonna get a date now.
I'm like, oh, didn't I date you? Oh, you also dated my husband. Great.
I thought my husband was to babysit you.
He did. It's my fantasy.
Oh, he's sad, all right.
Speaking about hateful, he's sad. Speaking of hateful comments, do you read all your hateful comments or do you not?
Yes. You ever want to feel bad? Do you ever want to feel bad about yourself?
I do every day, no matter what.
Every day. Do you ever look up your name in Twitter mentions?
When I'm on TV, I do.
Yes.
I haven't lately.
And it's ruthless. I'll never forget All-Star Show. It was like, I can't wait till Mike is on the show so I could stop watching. And I was like, yes. I love when people hate me though, because I'm inducing a reaction. So thank you.
Yeah, the more hate we get, the better it is for us. Like,
because it's also equal love. Like I get equal love and then equal hate. But like people are talking.
Yeah.
The worst thing you could do as an entertainment in anything, no matter what your thing is have people not talk about you at all.
It's if you're gonna do that career and like really put yourself out there, it's very beneficial.
If you're gonna be hated, be hated. If you're gonna be loved, be loved. And if you're gonna be hated, also do it in a lovable way.
I like that.
Because if you're a villain and you just have no redeeming qualities.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, but you will get casted for something else.
You will.
I will say that.
That's how you end up like, what is it, that Vanderpump Rules? Tom Scandival. Tom Scandival thing going on. I'm like, there's no redeeming qualities, right, in that situation, right?
I really should watch that.
You got it, Darren.
I know.
He's so good. I love Bravo. Bravo, Andy Cohen, if you're listening.
Didn't you go? You went on a show.
I did watch What Happens Live, yeah. But I was going somewhere with this, Darren. I was going somewhere with the evil. Or see, like if you're the bad one, there's no redeeming qualities. If you're the good one, look like a Mike the Situation, a Tiffany New York Pollard. Mm-hmm. They're villains, but they're hysterical.
Yes.
So people love them, or you love to hate them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're a villain.
Love to hate is the best.
Yeah.
I feel like my first show, I was the most hated girl. I was a villain.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I gotta watch your show.
I don't want to watch it ever again.
Okay.
And then the second one, I was like more like about open to like finding love or whatever. And then I wasn't hated as much. Okay. And then on the third show I did, I was like the sweetheart of like, oh my God, I can't wait to find love and like find myself. And then like I didn't fight with anyone. It was just like, I was so.
You didn't fight with anyone. I wanted you to. I wanted to see you fight with a girl so bad.
I really don't. I fight with my mouth, not my hands.
Well, no, I would never thought you were gonna knock a girl out.
I should.
But I thought you were gonna get like a verbal altercation. But also, I don't think you do that.
Not anymore.
On your other shows, did you? Like,
oh yeah.
You did?
But I fight very calmly. Like I fight. I don't really scream.
Okay.
I only scream. I screamed on the last show.
That's why she'll be a good comedian, because she's got that sarcastic little zingers.
Punchline.
Oh, she does. No, she has moments where she'll say things. I'm like, what did she just say?
You're like, and you still laugh at it.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Anything that you wanted to talk about coming on my podcast?
Coming on your podcast?
Yeah, were you prepped and prepared?
Yeah. No. You can ask his butthole. I'm sure it is.
Oh, how did I do for this podcast? Well, let me tell you something.
In the mecca of husbands here in Bergen County.
No, I love. You know what? There wasn't anything that I had for you. I wanted to know, like, I love that you're doing this. What are the creative things are you planning? Because like when I was on the show with Darren, we would have a lot of talks about like other ways to like kind of capitalize or leave having to put your career in the hands of a network.
Mhm.
So I really I grew most of my stuff from like YouTube and that kind of stuff. That's what I do.
Mhm.
So I wanted to
and now it's like TikTok. So YouTube is not.
Do you hear what happened with TikTok? They banned it in Montana or something like that?
Yes, in the one state. Bizarre.
Wild. And I also, I TikTok is my biggest platform. I hate it.
I hate TikTok.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much because the one thing about that sucks with social media in our room, what we're learning with Instagram and TikTok, this is a good thing we could talk about because we have interesting opinions, that it's hard to have your full job be social media now because the algorithm makes it impossible to be in control of your job.
Correct.
Like all of a sudden something could change and like you have your content is not being seen by people that follow you.
Yes.
Or it's being shown to people that aren't even interested in what you're doing. And I'm just like, well, what the hell? Because like even with TikTok or Instagram now, if I used to talk to a brand back in the day, I could, if I'm going to ask for a certain amount of money, you have to guarantee a certain amount of view or reach. You can't do that anymore.
Nope.
True.
I have like 550,000 on TikTok. I have TikToks that have like 1,000 views. I'm like, how does that happen?
Me too.
How does that? But then others will have 8 million. I can't.
So I found this out years ago. I don't know if it's still true or not.
Okay.
I knew someone that worked for Google who said the whole algorithm thing with Instagram, they changed it, I guess, in 2018, 17. It was like a big, there was a
big change, yes, where it wouldn't come in your feed as it was being posted. It was more an algorithm.
Random, yes. So the person told me that the algorithm was now working. So it would be like windows. So let's say in the 24-hour period, there's only 2 algorithm windows. So if you post at like exactly at a certain time using a certain amount of letters or words or terms, or if you if your video contained a certain amount of seconds or something, and if it fell into that window, you would hit the algorithm. Okay. And if you missed it by like half a second, you would not hit it anymore. So it was almost like a roulette. Like it was just like this is what they said it was.
No, it is because everyone has their time to post.
Yes. And it's like very specific.
So there was a Instagram or a TikTok that I saw, and it's true that their Instagram's like messing with your guys' money. So like if you're Kim Kardashian, right, and you have like 10 billion followers, and you post something, and you're supposed to be doing these sponsorships, you're ranging on how many views you're gonna get, right?
Yep.
So like a Super Bowl commercial, it's like $7 million for a 30-second spot, and you're guaranteed to reach, the whole nation, right? It's the same concept. And now because these algorithms are being messed with, they're messing with your money because you can't guarantee that 3 billion people are going to see.
So
I also think that's done on purpose because I feel
like you spend more money to advertise your
the big companies want you to spend money because they want to make money, and they're not letting us have that much power was becoming dangerous for a lot of big companies.
I agree.
Because like cable networks, all these people, like we were starting to have our power to make ourselves into people have become millionaires on social media.
There were no gatekeepers, and now they're trying to put the gates back
and
up.
I think TV networks were part of that.
Yep.
Because when I did my first show, I gained 100,000 followers, like this. Second show, I gained 80,000, and then the rest just kept going. But
X on the Beach, how many did you get?
How many followers? I think I lost followers.
I did. I lost followers for X on the Beach.
No, I gained 14,000.
Really?
Yeah.
I lost.
That's because you run every ad. Everyone's like, "Oh, F this guy." Look at her.
Shut up! Shut up! He's screaming.
When you have power going onto a TV network, then you can request more money and you have more access to more people. So you're right. I do think that there's like a weird cycle thing going on where networks are like, "Nope, sorry."
Yeah.
Fix it.
I also think that MTV does that purposely. MTV, I don't think wants you to get too big.
Nope. And we had a big discussion about how they were purposely not tagging us and things because they don't want us to gain followers.
And I want to keep you in the hamster cage.
I freaked out at them. I was one that sent them the whole thing, and then they started tagging us because unless you say something, they're not going to do it because they. But if you come at them in a way, I'm like, you need us. You need us to post and share something. I'm like, in social media, I sent them an email. I'm like, it is highly disrespectful that you're posting content of me that you didn't pay me for yet, and you're not even tagging me, and then expecting me to share it and promote it when you have not paid me to do that. What you paid me for was to be on set during this set of time. Any marketing that goes on before or after that, you need to pay me for, or there needs to be some kind of division of service. And then when I start talking like that, because they're like, oh shit, he's actually, I was like, yes, I have a marketing master's. I'm not just loud and obnoxious.
Well, that's the one thing about us too. We both have college degrees.
Exactly.
And a lot of people that go on these shows, they don't have that. And it's like, oh, well, we have a little of like a leg up, I guess. I don't know. And
people are getting used nowadays because all these younger kids having these platforms are saying yes to deals that are not worth.
Yeah.
Like when if I started a whole thing on my channel and I made a public announcement that if you're a brand and you come to me with something disrespectful, like there's hardball and then there's disrespect. I'm going to, for free, do a 3-minute negative ad for your product. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to talk about why it's terrible.
Ooh.
Leave me alone. You know what I mean? And that's also going to build
you're right.
honesty and trust with my company. So then if I'm talking good about something, it's going to be good. It's going to build numbers. Because these companies will come to me and they'll be like, how would you handle this? 70,000 guaranteed views. Guaranteed. That means if you don't hit it, you have to do more. You have to make 3 TikToks. You have to make 3 reels, a static post on your story, and it's a dedicated video. So the theme of the YouTube video also has to be about our product. $350.
Oh,
What?
Pay me.
$350.
Pay me.
Dude, it takes like 5. If you're doing it right, we do production here. If
Yes.
you're doing it right, that's like just to do the work is like $1,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on the certain size of my YouTube channel, I was like, okay, that's you're looking at $5,000 to $8,000.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, from what we did, we found the worth. They said, they're verbatim, we find the worth of that to be $350.
Yeah.
And then that's why I have a manager, because I yell. But I
Which is why
got
he's casted for so
disrespectful
many shows.
and I just responded, no. And then I screenshotted it and then I posted it on Twitter and then I added them. And I'm just like, no, I will be disrespectful back. What makes you think about, if you knew me before you reached out to me, what makes you think about any of my content that I wouldn't be overreact?
Yeah.
Well, it's just so much work involved, like 3 TikToks, a YouTube video,
That's
blah,
a
blah. The
lot.
production value, that's
a
like
lot of
$2
work.
grand. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do
Because
just
you're
to
not
make
paying-
it.
They won't pay you for your time.
No.
They just they're like, what? You have to understand that you're not always going to make an ROI.
Oh, yeah.
In marketing, I'm not a sales employee. I'm a marketing employee. This isn't for you to make an ROI. You don't pay for a billboard on Sunset Boulevard to make it in return on your show. You're just trying to get the message out.
Yep.
And how much is that billboard? Probably $100,000.
If not more.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that.
But like you're paying
Yeah.
to give it reach, give it notice. You're not making money off that marketing budget. You're not making a return on that marketing budget.
No.
That's what it's there for. I'm not a sales employee. Do you understand the difference? And that's what I talk to them. And then they're like, oh, whenever someone wants you to do a thing for what's it called when you get like a percentage of everything you
Oh, the
sell?
commissions?
Commission.
Oh,
for
absolutely
yourself.
not. Absolutely not. I will
Go
not do any commission.
Fuck, that's when I'm like,
Like,
I'm
you'll
not
get
a sales
20% on every flip flop you sell. No one wants these flip flops. I don't care. I'm not selling them.
Yes.
Well, and you can't see that information. You can't track it. So you have to believe what they're telling you.
Yes.
Exactly.
But this is what we talk about. We do it for businesses, run their
Uh-huh.
Instagram, their Facebook, their website. And that's the question we always get. Well, what the ROI is and so on and so forth. And it's like, listen, especially in this day and age, right? When someone says, hey, have you seen XYZ company? Are you going to their website or you're going to go check in what they're doing on Instagram? The first thing you're doing is going on Instagram. So if you have nothing on your Instagram, you don't look like a real company.
Yeah,
and I'm
absolutely.
helping you create stuff for your Instagram. So you look like a real company. You have something going on because you don't know how much people are going to your Instagram account being like, they're not real and bouncing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you see, the ROI thing is that what they try to do to sound smart. But
Oh,
sound
yeah.
stupid. So that's when you
Yeah.
just come back to them and go to them.
No.
Well, I do marketing. I am not selling your product. I don't work for you. You know, you
They
come
don't
to
get
me.
it.
You come to me because what what a social media person's platform is essentially a billboard.
Yeah, we're a free billboard.
It's advertising.
Not free, but it's there.
Advertising and marketing. That's what it is. So these companies that come to you, they're basically just saying, it's selfish. It's selfish, and that's saying, well, I don't have a marketing budget when they do.
Of course they do.
If I had what is it, a brandy company? I had like Remy Martin coming to me or something like that, and they were like, well, we don't have a budget. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like Absolute Vodka, Bud Light. You don't have I know you have.
Bud Light.
Are
Come
you
on, bud.
kidding? Like when the companies hit you up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you don't need. Like I know you have a marketing budget.
Yeah.
And I know it's money like I've never seen. And I know because I have living in LA, some of my friends are huge content creators. Like I have a friend, I'm gonna say his name, who for a 3-minute ad read, $100,000 flat, and that's just YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're big enough, they pay you that. When you're too small, they try to work you over. When you're in that thing in the middle, it sucks because they're gonna try to work you over because they don't want to pay you that big number yet. But so you end up having to say no to things a lot because if you don't say no, they're going to think that they could use you. The amount of times I've said no to a brand twice, and then the third time they come around, they give me what I want. because they know like
Oh yeah.
we can't play hardball with him because he will walk away.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's good to take the small things though, because then you can get more. And
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes. It's only
sometimes.
sometimes.
It depends.
Do you think it's advantageous then to be yourself and put the work in on putting up a good product, like on YouTube, developing a YouTube channel and like whatever, reviewing cosmetics, staying true to yourself, giving an honest opinion and building it up so you build that credit? Because like you'll make money, you monetize your actual YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
If you get like, hey, this is the new MAC makeup or whatever, Bobby Brown, I don't know, all the whatever. So
doing
this,
good. You're doing good.
I actually, believe it or not, I sold the most makeup in the nation in
What?
1 week. Yes.
Really?
Let me
What?
go into that.
Wait,
So yes.
how?
So I used to, so before my video, after my video stuff at the Macy's, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, after my video career, the Macy's crew brought me in to do marketing. They were like, you're doing great with the video. Why don't you come have a full-time job with us in the marketing department, right?
Yeah.
So I was working with Macy's, Walmart, DirecTV, so on and so forth. So there's this huge makeup convention. And like, it was like where all the big hitters make a ton of money and buy makeup from like the distributors, right?
Okay.
So they're like, Doug, lady called in sick. We got nobody. You got to go to this makeup convention and just be there. We have no one else, right? So I go there and I just had the time of my life, you know, flirting with chicks, and I sold the most makeup in like the week. I was like the leader. They had like this this high
Really?
roller
How
sheet.
cool is that?
Yeah, #1, Doug Friedman. Like, yeah,
See?
Wow.
You want ROI? Come to him.
yeah,
Got it. Found the man.
in the nation, most makeup sold in 1 week.
Found the
Sure.
man. Isn't
Yeah.
that cool?
But no, you're absolutely right about building up great credibility
Yeah,
on the social things.
because you'll get paid on YouTube
Mhm.
monetization if you get the views and stuff. And like, you know,
I've lived off YouTube for the past 3 years.
Isn't that amazing? You
Yeah.
don't have to leave your house.
Yeah, but the only thing is like that's why like I mean I'm still doing it, but I just wanted to build up another career because I'm also not like silly. I also don't want to. I don't want to be a YouTuber when I'm 40.
I know. You don't want to have like kids and have
I
them
don't
on
want
your
to
YouTube channel.
Like you guys don't know when you have a bad day.
Oh.
Like say you're a depressive low, and you got a set up camera. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the episode. Like you want to kill yourself. It's like I literally will edit a video where I'm like talking like this, and then it goes. Oh my God.
It's draining. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's like being on TV.
But that's what like I do that with alcohol. So you're absolutely right. Like by doing those negative ads, it's actually increased because now people are more likely to go to my product because they believe what I'm saying.
because
You
not
mean
everything
you
is
do
just
negative. I mean, if something's negative, you talk about it.
I'll talk if you
Yeah.
come at me disrespectful, I'm going to
Oh,
talk about
yes.
your product negatively. If you reach out to me and I just don't like your product, I'll probably still talk about it negatively, and I'll do that for free because it's funny and it adds time into my video because it just helps me. And then if I do talk about you, and it also makes those people stop reaching out, like leave me alone.
Yeah, of course.
If you're not going to come at me right, and you know your product doesn't fit, don't fill up my inbox. I don't want. I made it very clear. Like a lot of these companies think they have you by the balls. I have 4 jobs. I don't need you. I don't want. You know
I don't
what?
want
Most
your
of the time, I don't want you. Like get away. You smell. Like I have nothing to do with you. You're not helping me. So I'm privileged in that sense where I can do that. You know, it's not like how when I used to have a YouTube channel, like I probably would have folded and taken anything I got it because I needed the money. But now I'm
$350.
Yeah.
Maybe for an Instagram.
1,000.
Like, hey, look at this.
3 zeros.
350. I'll take out a pecan butter light and spit on it. All right.
I made a shiny for you.
Happily, I'll do that.
Yeah. What's the thing is like that Family Guy scene where he goes to the hooker? What can I get with $20? He just spits on his face.
That's Mike for you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But like it's all for comedy, and I find that as like a it's lucky how when we get hit up by a show. How many shows have you said no to, whether it wasn't the right show or they didn't want to pay you enough?
Oh my God. I said no 3 times this year alone.
Yeah. Thanks to Darren doing that, I got cast on the show.
Actually, that's true. So he took my spot on
Wow.
on
So you
All-Star
guys
Tour.
have similar interests in
And I was
in
telling her
lovers.
the whole time,
Don't
don't
do it. Don't do it.
I was like, Darren, don't do it. Don't do it. I got the call, but you won't guess what.
You got
You
paid
know
a lot
I'm
of money
going.
for that show. That's fine. I'll just.
Wow.
It's all right. Just brush it off. It's good.
Wow.
It's okay. I have a feeling
No.
one day that we'll be on that together. I think-
All-Star Show.
Yes.
I will not do that.
Yes,
show.
you will. Yes, you will. Yes,
Sorry.
you will.
No, I told you
Yes,
I
you
want
will.
a docu-series now. I'm old. I'm getting
Okay,
old.
shut up,
I have a
Darren.
different life. I'm good.
If they come at you with a right check,
Yeah, I mean, do it now then. I mean, wait, do it now with the right check.
I have a feeling in the fall we're gonna get a call. I'm feeling. I have a
If I don't fall
feeling.
by then, I don't know.
But I would love a docuseries. You know what?
Yeah.
What network? Okay, the network you want to be on in 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Bravo. Not even a question. Well, it's a great network.
Yes.
You can really grow. You can really be yourself, and you also can be professional, which is like so nice. I feel MTV just kind of can ruin you very fast.
Like I see the things like I'll see shows win dramatic moment of the year and think about things that we've done. I'm like that is the dramatic.
Everything I do dramatic doesn't make air anyway. They're like, nah, we're not gonna use that. She fell right in her face. Nah, we're not gonna use that.
It makes no sense to me because I'm like, what do you want? I don't know. I don't.
Would you be on the one on the boat? What's the one on the boat?
I got casted for that. Below Deck.
Below Deck, yeah.
Cast for Below Deck
2 years ago. Guess what though? They wanted me and my friends to pay $10,000 to go on it. We said absolutely not.
Wait, what? Explain.
They asked me from B Lashes and Marissa from the show.
Wait, to be guests or to be like
I'm not
the
sure.
workers?
We all got
because like $10,000 for like a week on a yacht, it's not too bad.
I think they were asking you guys to be guests.
Yeah, I think maybe guests.
And then you probably had to pay to chart it.
Yeah, and we were like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Wait, can we revisit that? Like, I'll chip in.
Well,
yeah,
sure.
Dude, let's be guests. $10,000 on a week yacht.
That's a YouTube brand deal.
Yeah, dude.
I know. I know. So yeah.
Building brand.
Yeah, it has to
And the
be
only
that.
thing we talk about is the stuff we do.
Yeah.
Like when they're we're in the little hot tub jacuzzi and they're trying to make us like talk to the cast
I've
members.
never seen it. I've never even.
That's not bad.
I want to be a housewife.
Me too. House husband.
I
Husband or a husband?
You don't know what I identify as?
Well, we don't know, but everyone else's husband sure knows.
And they're always
Imagine
bottoms. Isn't that crazy? They're always bottoms. Always bottoms. If you're listening to this right now and you're in the tri-state area,
He's open, ready, and clean for you.
Or I may have been in a sticky situation near you.
Oh, God. Although I feel like Housewives is probably going to slowly change to like being more fluid and open. No, eventually.
I think so. They've tried to make male housewives and it never works because gays don't like watching other gays succeed.
Really?
Like, why you and not me? Like, it's very much so that.
Maybe if they had sex, maybe they'd be on the show.
But even like there's new New York Housewives coming out, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't watch it. I really should.
I do.
I know you do.
I never used to, and then the pandemic happened,
Mhm.
and then by the end of it, I've seen every episode of every season, and then like I'm now
Really?
going into other Bravo stuff just because nothing gets me off than middle-aged women fighting about nothing.
I know about their jewels and their
Jersey
stupid
on
stuff.
Jersey in season like 3 or 4, we had a 5-episode fight about the proper way to make meatballs. I swear to God, do you fry them or do you bake them?
Oh my God.
It's a whole thing.
You
You gotta fry them, and then you cook them further in the sauce.
Yes, stop.
That's
Come on,
excuse me.
come on, everyone.
But it was a whole fucking like thing. I don't know. I could go off on it, but the housewives are the most ruthless people on reality TV.
Yes, and to me, I think they need a show of people in their 25s to 35s who are not married,
Yes.
who are still kind of fun but still professional,
Yes.
and they don't have like this big luxurious life. Like they're trying to get it. Like
Yeah,
that's way more
trying
interesting
to be the
me.
housewife.
Yeah, like it's trying to be a housewife. I
Yeah.
think we should start that.
Yeah. What's that called? You have
Highway,
to come-
highway to housewife. Highway to housewife. Oh!
Highway to hell.
Without the husband.
And I know maybe this is like bad of me saying educate me, but sometimes like when I watch a show and it'll be like the housewives being like, the men, they just go to work all day and I just have to stay home.
That's what I want.
And I'm like, that's what I want.
I'm like, leave.
That's what
I gotta
What?
stay home with the kid
No, absolutely.
all day.
But no. If you could be on any reality show or network, what would it be?
Ooh. So you guys are not gonna like this answer.
Oh god.
No, but I like one of my favorite shows is The Prophet, Marco Simone's,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
like Shark Tank, and I like
I love
business
Shark Tank.
development. So like I would want to have like a show where I go and like help businesses and like the drama that they have, like Bar Rescue.
Oh,
But I'd be the guy.
Wait, talk about Bar Rescue.
I literally.
He's one of the guys.
No, my whole channel is like reacting to Bar Rescue because I was like, right now because it's just what the algorithm loves. Because I was a bartender for 10 years and then I did reality TV. So I react to Bar Rescue from a standpoint of bartending and reality TV, like what's bullshit. And I give critiques on both bartending and TV production, and that's what they love. But I want to be one of those people they send in the recon.
Yeah,
I wanna be
I love it.
recon
He's
so
in the
bad.
SUV in the parking lot. Look, they're gonna die. They're all gonna die.
They're
He's
gonna-
poisoning everybody.
But some of that I know is not like they'll do a thing. Well, they're like, when was the last time you cleaned this place? And they're like, last night. look at this bottle that we knew right away to pick up. It's filled with bugs. And they were like, that wasn't there last night. They're like, oh, you're right. So we went out and caught little bugs and put them in to make it sound like they're stupid. But I'm like,
Exactly.
you definitely did.
Yeah.
Like there's a dead rat conveniently right in the air vent. Like you open the air vent, dead rat. Because that's where the rats die. Like, you know, it's insane to me. Or sometimes the bartenders actually do suck. And I will give you tips on ways that they could be better. Because a lot of times it's girls that had no training. And I know we're just hired because they have big tits. It's these girls. Put camera, look at Darren. It's these girls that get hired for jobs with no skill or talent. They just have a great rack.
And we're canceled.
Feelings.
And we're canceled.
You're hurting my feelings.
And we're canceled.
I feel targeted. I
Uh,
have skill.
no, you do.
I have a lot of skill.
You actually you do have a skill. You have a lot of, you're very tactical.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's true.
Thank you.
That's why I'm excited to see what you do with this podcast. I'm excited to see how this grows and progresses.
Thank you. We're on episode 3, so hopefully we see 33.
I'm so happy because if I said that and we were like in season 3, they're like, well, fuck you, kid.
I'm like, oh, oops, my bad.
No, this is amazing.
I always wanted to do this, and just because you don't have knowledge of something doesn't mean you can't talk about it or you can't discuss it with someone. Or
All right. Ask me a truth or dare.
I was gonna say, is it truth or Darren?
I want to do that. I'm excited.
All right, so truth or Darren time. This is usually the last few minutes of the show. We save the best for last.
Yes.
And I have, as of right now, I have 4 questions for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this segment of Truth or Darren, we are donating to Celestial Acres, a farm rescue in Tewksbury, which rescues animals of all sorts: pigs, donkeys, mini horses, ducks, pigeons from other farms that have closed down and they need a second home. So this segment's going to Celestial Acres.
We love animals, right?
I love animals.
I know you do.
I've been called a pig once or twice.
Only once or twice? I'm shocked. All right. So you know how this works?
Yeah.
So Mike has to answer the question, and if he doesn't, we donate.
Yeah.
Question number 1. Are we ready?
Yeah,
Drum roll,
ready.
please. What was the largest age gap between you and your sexual partner? Asexual partner.
Anyone?
Yeah.
60 years.
What?
That's like
I was
a
also-
lifetime.
What?
I also,
Was he in the nursing home?
yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But they were the best
Is this
ones.
a Make-A-Wish like
What's
No.
going on?
thing?
You have to bring it back to life?
I could talk. Well, I would have to explain that whole story. That I don't know.
Oh, no.
There was a time period where I wasn't always in control of who I was hooking up with, but there was a good Darren.
Oh.
But there was
Next
those
question.
no
He answered it.
those
He answered
older
it.
ones were the older ones were the good ones because that one is sexual partner, but like they were easy,
They were easy.
they were fast, and sometimes they couldn't even get it out, so they
Okay.
were the best ones.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, anyway, next question.
He's
Bum,
This
bum,
one's not even
ba-dum.
written down. This
Wow.
one's not even written down.
They're like, well, after that first one, he's gonna talk about anything.
Oh, my God.
Celestial Acres is not getting any money this episode.
I guess not.
We'll see. We'll see.
Second question I just came up with in my head. What is one thing about Lindsay Lohan that people would be very surprised to hear?
She flatlined twice during the filming of Lower Beach Club.
What?
I'm not explaining it.
So you're going to donate?
Yeah, you
I
get a
just
donut.
I said the thing. I don't have to explain it
Why?
because I don't know. I don't know why she flatlined.
Are you saying that
Ooh.
with a look? Are you
You do
saying
know.
that? Yeah,
And
that was
this
a
is
look.
also
I'm not
hearsay from
saying
people- This is
why.
also hearsay from people on production, but this is something that was.
So you're donating.
I just
All
answered
right,
the
fine,
question.
fine. All right.
Wow.
fine.
She
And-
flatlined for some reason. There was some medical thing that happened that Lindsay got sick. And the way it was told to us, because she could have filmed that day, was that there was something that happened where she like basically flatlined her. They had to bring out the reviver things. This
Ah.
could also be hearsay from production because I did not see this.
Mm.
This is what we were told.
It could just be like a dramatic thing. Who knows? If that's
Yeah.
really true or
Yeah,
not.
you never know. You never know.
Okay. Question. All right. Question number 3. I still don't have this written down. Your relationship with Aris on X on the Beach.
Yeah.
Was it true or false?
It was fake.
The whole
I
thing. was
never
fake?
dated her, but I love her as a friend. I never dated her.
Never.
We were best friends, and we lied to the network.
Wow.
The truth comes out on
These
Truth
poor
or
animals are gonna
Deryn.
be starving. No one's gonna feed them.
But they didn't know. But I will say, every fight we got in, because we did start having feelings for each other on the show, and then the fights we got in were real, and everything that happened on the show was real. But the reason we got on the show was fabricated. But everything that happened on the show and thereafter has been real.
Okay, very honest.
So-
Would you say she'd be the one girl to make you?
No,
No.
she would never be the right. She's not the right girl for me at all.
No, you guys are really good friends.
She was my best friend. Never gonna date her.
All right.
Not because in real life is different than show life.
Oh my gosh.
You get back to real life and we're like, oh yeah, it is why.
So could you have show life boyfriend or girlfriends?
Yeah, on the show you can be like, I'm gonna be with this person forever, and then, right, like when you're on the show, you could think like, oh, this connection is crazy.
Yeah,
and then you get back to the real world
What is
and you're
going
like,
on? Yeah, you kind of get like brainwashed into there. It's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Now these are more.
She
so-
really thought she was gonna get me with that last one.
They're not done yet. Don't you worry. So now the next one is actually a dare. Are you ready? Close your eyes. Open your phone. Open your contacts. Scroll and text someone random.
How am I gonna do that? with My eyes closed.
You gotta. Oh, it's
I'll
your
help
phone.
you.
And we're gonna.
I'll help.
You
I'll
have to
help.
text someone something.
I'll get you to the contact page.
Well, let's see.
Oh, is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it! Oh my god!
I just want to see who. I'll see who the contact is. and
No,
then-
Whoa.
no.
Yeah. You either have to
Yeah.
commit or you can't.
You open your contacts.
You
I'm
open the
we're gonna count
contact.
a certain
Well, what am
number.
I gonna have to say? Whatever you decide at the time.
I'm gonna think. I don't know.
We haven't gotten that
"No,
far.
I'm doing it."
We didn't think you were gonna say yes to this.
Well, okay. What can I start? And then if I don't commit, I'll donate.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Ugh, that makes it not fun.
Okay. What if I? Okay, I'll go to contacts. I'll close my eyes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we're gonna
Okay.
have you scroll. Ready? Start
So
scrolling.
we know it's gonna be in like the M's.
Nope. I'm gonna keep going. Keep going.
One big push. You
Keep
gotta get like
going. Stop.
oh, the one underneath that.
Which one?
It's either Duke or Dustin. Dustin, he chose. He
Oh!
chose Dustin with puppies. No, I don't know if we should count the one. That one had emojis and the other one didn't. I think we should go with Duke.
They're both- Duke.
Oh, let's go with Duke.
I think Duke.
No,
Here's our choices.
Dustin would be
Dustin
a
with
funny for me to
puppies.
answer.
Yeah, but Dustin has puppy emojis, so you know he can say whatever he wants to
Okay.
Dustin.
I'll say-
Duke has no emojis.
Yeah, but Duke I don't care about.
I think. Oh boy.
Dustin with puppy emojis
Okay, you know what?
or
I'm
Duke?
gonna let you help me with the text.
Okay.
Send
I
it.
sent it in
I-
a group. No.
Oh, we actually no. I wrote this point was to have you just call them. To her.
Ooh.
That was it. Sorry.
Ooh.
It was. To, it was. to
Oh,
call.
good.
Sorry.
Which one?
Is it? Okay, we have to really game plan.
You pick.
We have to
just
think
call
about
them.
this. Dustin has two puppy emojis. Duke is just Duke. Duke, I feel like, is like a cowboy from like Texas he ran into 3 weeks ago.
The other one's California's dog sitter.
yeah. So I don't know.
He seems a little bit more hesitant about Duke.
Yeah.
Well,
Or he's just playing
Or
the
he's
opposite.
opposite.
Like, yeah, Dustin,
Yeah.
I don't care, but puppies,
No.
like whatever.
No,
Yeah.
he's. I think you wear your emotion on your face. pretty
Yeah, I
well.
do.
Yeah.
So Dustin,
No.
Duke,
Duke. Duke. I
Dustin,
think. I don't know.
Duke.
Who has the emojis? Dustin.
Dustin has the emojis.
emojis.
There's two puppies, different puppies. So like you could call and say one of the puppies got hit by a car or something. But
No,
Duke,
I don't think that. I don't think.
all
I don't
right.
think the
If he
dogs do
calls
anything.
Duke, he's got to say he just went and got tested for something.
Yeah, something
If
weird.
he calls Dustin, one of the puppies got hit by a car.
No, it's horrible. We're trying to donate to the animals. We're saying they died.
I'll donate to the animal.
Wow, he's not gonna
Yeah.
call either.
No, because I don't know what they're gonna say when they answer. Because I don't care about me
Why
doing
it's
it.
truth or Darren.
I don't care about me. I don't know what they're gonna say on the air because Duke literally texted me last night at 4 a.m. What are you doing?
That is hilarious.
Jesus, my eardrums. All right, we'll let him. How about
Duke
this?
it
How
is.
about this? How about this? We let him get out of it
Duke,
if
I
he
told
tells
you,
us.
Duke, I told you.
Duke,
You need to call.
Duke's like going through it with like certain things.
Oh,
So, like,
I'm sorry. I hurt my.
Yeah, he's calling you at the middle of the night. He lives down the street in Bergen County.
No, he
Is
does.
he
got two
husband? Is he
kids.
married?
Like, no, he lives in he's got 2 kids.
Does he? Oh my.
He's actually the founder of the charity. I'll donate to the charity.
Okay, he's gonna donate.
All right, he can get away with it if he tells us the person that hit him up last night more background story.
Yeah.
Can't.
Oh, double the money.
Double money.
Yeah, I can. I'll do that with the money. I will. I'll do that with the money. I wanted to donate anyway, so I will. I'll do a good chunk of change. How much do I owe?
Whatever your YouTube
yeah.
channel gets paid for the one.
Yeah,
one brand deal. All right, so we will donate. We'll talk about the money after. Okay, ready. Now it's more dares because these are kind of fun.
Okay.
Scroll through your IG followers until someone says stop and like all their pics.
All their pics?
Five.
On their
There's five
profile,
pics,
and
five
you
pics.
For sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's make someone's day.
What is it?
keep
What-
scrolling.
Wait.
That's the explore page.
Wait,
Or
wait.
wait, is the explore page better because he's not necessarily
It's
following
just-
them?
No, it's just gonna be some thirsty gay man's butt.
Perfect.
I think that might
Their
be better.
followers will be better.
Perfect.
Which one do you want? Explore page or followers?
I want both. I don't know.
Can't take both.
What do you think, Doug?
I don't know because like if he does it to an explore page, he's not following them. It's less creepy
Mhm.
because it's like, oh, I just found you and I just liked a bunch of your stuff.
Yeah,
Like I get that sometime. A
Followers will
random
be more of a
person.
reaction.
Yeah.
Especially if they've been following you for a while. So we're
Yeah.
gonna have you scroll.
Yeah, here. I'll let you scroll.
Oh, thank you.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I
It's
can
gonna
find
be a
Duke or
while.
Dustin.
Dustin's my old
Did
roommate.
you-
He's been on my YouTube channel a bunch of times.
Dustin?
All right. So, is this in chronological order?
I don't think so.
No, I said followers, not following. Or actually, following's way
Followers.
funner. Way
Following
funny.
is probably more fun. Yeah.
way more funny. Following's funnier.
People I'm following?
Yes.
Yeah, because you probably have more of a relation
Yeah.
We
with them
just changed
than
the
the
rules.
129,000
No, I
people
meant-
that.
I said following.
that
I
you don't
said
know who they
following.
are.
We just
Following.
changed the rules.
Following.
Yeah, this number went from 129K to 960.
I also I've deleted like 15,000 bots so far because when you go on their shows, you get
You
so
get
many
so many
bots.
bots. Oh
I've been
my
going
God,
through
so
and
many.
like delete. If you're like Jessica with one photo from
I know.
Russia, I'm like,
Okay,
oh.
ready? Look at his face because the face tells all. Chris Clark.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
No, that's too easy.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You
Wait,
can't.
is this in chronological order?
The
Is this in
next question's
chronological
the same
order?
thing, so we'll do it
Sorry.
again.
Sort by.
Chris Clark, I lifeguarded with him in college. He's a lifeguard coworker in college. That's it.
That's even weirder. Like,
His
what are you
shirt's
doing
off
on
in his
my?
picture.
Can I see him?
There's
Yes.
nobody that I wouldn't. Oh wait.
Wait. Wait. Where'd you go to college again?
University of South Carolina.
That's right.
Gamecocks, baby.
I'm not even surprised at all.
Gamecocks.
You just want to say the second word.
I just wanted to cheer
Chris
for
Clark's got his shirt off and he's a.
Oh
workout
yeah, I
dude.
want you to like everything.
Can I see it? Is this what I'm thinking about? Oh wait, no. Oh, it's my trainer. Oh hell yeah, I like his stuff all the time. Which one you want to like? Which one would you like? I'll like them all. I haven't liked his stuff in a while anyway. Hold on, bam.
She's ruining my
baby.
game.
I'm so attracted to him. The things I would do, I would sit on his face. Are you kidding me? I
Damn
wanted
it,
to
this
see me.
backfired.
He's gonna get laid after this.
Yeah.
I thought
It's
this
not
was a
supposed to happen.
different- I thought this was a
It's not
different
supposed to be a
concept.
good thing.
Look at those quads. Are you kidding me? Son of a bitch. How do you look?
The
like
one
that?
below Chris Clark was Snooki, so. But I don't think that.
That would have been really funny, actually. Well, she wouldn't have noticed.
No, I've tried to work with her for a wine company. Teresa Giudice's tequila company wants to work with me.
She has a tequila company.
Apparently.
Since when?
And I hope it's good because if it's not, I will say so.
Oh shit!
Probably better off.
And all the housewife alcohol so far, I'll say this on public record, is trash.
I'm sure it's all bad.
Trash. Except
Skinny margarita. What's her
Skinny
face?
Margarita's trash.
Really?
Yeah, I love Bethany Frankel. Bethany Frankel is my queen. I'm obsessed with her. But Skinny Girl Vodka's shit. I know she listens. So
She listen.
I'm kidding. I'm just not a fan. I like if it's margarita. I'm very
Yeah.
fickle with my margaritas. That's all I'm gonna say. So for me, it's trash. Doesn't mean that the whole brand is. I haven't tried the Bluestone Manor bourbon yet. Is there a last one?
Last one. Show your search history on your phone.
For like Instagram.
No, Google, whatever.
Oh.
You want to check it first?
Yeah.
And then do this once.
We're talking about a lot of booze this episode.
I can't.
Oh.
More money to the charity.
More money
Is
to
it
the
about
charity.
Dustin?
No.
Or Duke?
It's about Duke. No, I'm kidding. No,
All right, so you're donating 2 times.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
donating
no,
twice.
double. One was double.
One was
times.
double,
So
so
3 times.
Episode 3 with 3 donations.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yay!
Those are all the questions.
I'm
I
giving
have.
back.
He's giving something.
I mean, I've been given to the husbands of this community for far too long. So technically, that might have been charity. Some of these women are gonna go home and talk to their men and be like,
Yeah.
Give me your
"Ah,
Are you really working?
yeah. Well, hold on. Here, I need to play this sound for women because if you guys ever hear this, it's not a game. Okay.
We're learning some
Women,
deep, dark secrets.
women, if you hear this noise, okay, you heard it? If you hear this noise,
What is that?
that is a grinder notification.
Oh.
That is what a grinder notification sounds like. So, ladies,
Thank God.
women, if you ever hear that noise coming from your man's phone, he might not be gay, but he likes to suck dick, or he likes to get his dick sucked by another man. Or I can go down the line. I can go down the list.
There's many options, I think.
We know you've done it all, Mike. We know.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I've heard stories where like they'll be like, oh yeah, the notification went off. I told my girl it was like a game.
That
Ladies,
does sound like a game
It does
show.
sound like a game.
It
Well, it
sounds
is
like
a
a
game.
game.
Everything's a game over
It
there.
is.
Oh
Ladies,
my God.
that is specific to Grindr. I'm
Trademarked,
selling out the
copyright.
games right now. I'm such a traitor.
Yeah, you really are. Like,
But no, I honestly, here's the thing.
You're like
I-
Batman, though.
I didn't go
Justice.
Yeah, but I didn't go into these situations always knowing that they had girlfriends or knowing that they were married. I would like walk in, and now it's a situation that I was not privy to beforehand. So I want
wasn't
them to
either.
be honest with me, because honestly, if you're married and you have kids, I probably
I want to babysit.
yeah, like I don't want to go. When I was younger, I used to go because it was the only option I had, but now I don't need to do that.
You have YouTube brand deals with Revlon.
Yeah.
But like, he's fine.
Yes, but no, ladies, that's me. That's me giving back. That's me paying what, like
Paying
Paying
it
it
forward.
paying it forward. I've made mistakes. I'm making up for it now. See?
Well, it's not your fault you show up and there's toys on the floor.
What
Yeah.
kind of toys? We don't
But
know.
I still went through with it.
That's
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, is
it's
that a
just
butt
the-
plug or is that a squeaky toy? What's going on?
This is the raunchiest
yeah.
episode we've had.
That's good. Good. I hope it lasts. I hope it's the most.
It probably
I
will
hope
be.
it goes out in infamy.
I will let you know if we're canceled after
Okay.
this. Anywho.
Don't worry, we're gonna heavy editing.
See,
And
this is why no one picks up our show.
I know, this is why we're canceled
Sorry,
after everything.
I'm gonna make you guys are gonna get picked up at this episode. We just gotta do a heavy editing here and undefeated.
Oh, God.
Any last minute thoughts? I know we have to wrap up. So any last
No,
minute-
thank you. I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy that I got to do this today. And I'm happy that I got to meet you on a reality show and I met a genuine good friend. So everybody who thinks Darren is just a huge bitch, she is. But I love her for it. That's why
Thank
we're
you.
friends.
Thank you.
I go on
That was
these
very nice.
shows to make friends sometimes. And like I make some of like my lifelong friends
Really?
on my shows. Yeah. I have lifelong friends from every show I've been on.
You're the only friend I have from reality TV at this
Wow.
point. I think you're the only one. Like
Because
Only
I pay it forward. People like don't
not only.
work
I mean, I
on
have
it.
acquaintances.
You know what I
but
mean? You show up for me, I show up for you.
I agree.
That's it.
We also live very, very close, so it was kind of easy to
Easy.
connect
It-
and
yeah.
talk. Yeah.
Like I will say, maybe if you lived in Texas, we wouldn't have.
No, I'd be like, screw this kid.
Yeah, like when am I going to see you? So
Probably at someone's husband's house in the bed somewhere. I don't know.
okay, end it.
And anyway, all right. Well, thank you so much for flying all the way from LA to come on my
Yeah.
podcast. Truth
I
or Dare.
couldn't miss it.
You had no option. You were 20 minutes late. It's fine. And Mike donated, so thank you so much for being bashful, not wanting to say anything. But
Of course.
Donate to Celestial Acres.
yeah. So thank you for coming up this way and being on my podcast. And
Hopefully-
I'm happy that we're friends.
Have me back
now.
again soon after we
Yes.
do another show. How's that?
Okay,
Absolutely.
deal.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for listening.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Truth or Darren.